Welcome to this new video on Forza Horizon 6, where I'm bringing you some gameplay with one of the most famous Japanese cars, the Nissan Skyline R34. We're going to buy it and test it out today. We'll see if we can customize it, check if it's good to drive, and see if it's fast. And here's the first good news. We can finally set it to the default midnight purple color, which is this slightly purple shade. It's probably the most legendary color for this car, and until now, in previous Forza games, it wasn't available. If you wanted it, you had to make it yourself, and it wasn't as precise or realistic as the official color. So I think we're going to leave it like that. Or maybe we'll put it in blue, because it looks good in blue too. I don't know. No, come on, we'll put it in purple and then we'll go drive it a bit, see what it's got under the hood. Just before that, I'll show you the car up close because this car is one of the Forza Horizon 6 models that have been completely rescanned. Because it's true that up until now, up to Forza Horizon 5, this car had modeling issues. It wasn't very detailed, and above all, there were proportions and certain details that just weren't right, quite simply. So now, they took the opportunity to redo everything. So, we have a very beautiful, shiny engine, very metallic. In fact, a very beautiful metallic engine cover, rather. We have lots of pretty cool little details, like for example, the small lettering that's started to fade on the side, like a car that's a few years old. We also have, I think, maybe some little new features for the interior. Some small details are new. The headlights now have more intricate cuts in the plastic than before. And here, if you look closely at the front lights, it already says Xenon, but above all, it says Nissan right at the bottom. And that wasn't there on the previous versions of the Airtron 4 in Forza. So I think they took the opportunity to completely remodel it to add a lot of cool little details like that. The interior, which is still super cool. It's definitely beautiful, especially in this color with the new reflections. In Forza Horizon 6, the new graphical details make the paint jobs look way better than before in-game. That's still cool. Now, let's see if it's also fun to drive because a beautiful car that isn't fast is a bit disappointing. But I think it should be pretty nice. Given its reputation, the Airtron 4 is actually a really good car. So I think and I hope it's also going to be a really good car in Horizon 6. Ha! I took the corner a bit tight to drift, but it worked. Actually, that's what's funny about this car. It's an all-wheel drive car, but it's fun to drive and still has really good agility. It has a rear-wheel drive feel, but with all-wheel drive that will save your life if you mess up. Or if you're driving in the rain or snow in Horizon 6 since there's snow. And it's true that, well, it's very pleasant to drive. You can feel that it's a bit big, a little long. It's also heavy, to be honest. It's not a really ultra-light, ultra-radical car either. It's more GT in spirit in the end, but a dynamic GT. And it's true that I think we'll have a good time with this car. And I think if you buy it yourself, you'll also have a good time driving it. For your information, this car, as you saw, we just bought it at the dealership. It costs 200,000 credits, which makes it, I don't want to say anything wrong, but let's say the R34, the somewhat legendary Japanese car, the most expensive in the game. The Toyota Supra costs 60,000. The RX-7 isn't very expensive either, I think, around 40 or 50,000. All the Mazda 3S, the Chasers, all those, they're cars that rarely cost, let's say, more than, let's be generous, let's say 50,000. This one, 200,000. They priced it high, but at the same time, it's a car that's really expensive now, honestly. Just as a little anecdote, they've always been expensive. These cars have always been expensive in Europe. They've always been hard to find. But for the past few years, it's gotten much worse because, well, just for the record, in the United States, there are laws about importing cars. And until just a few years ago, you had to wait a certain period, actually, between the time a car was released and the time it was allowed to be sold in the United States, when it was a car coming from Japan or from the Asian market. And until a few years ago, you couldn't legally buy an R34 in the United States. And now you can. So, a lot of Americans started getting interested in the R34 and wanting to buy one. And that made the prices skyrocket, which means that, honestly, to get a good R34 GTR with certain special exemptions, in good condition and everything, you have to pay well over 100,000 bucks. So in the end, the price in Horizon 6 isn't that crazy. And it's really fast. The acceleration it has, it's a car that's not actually that powerful. I don't know which version they put in, but it's between 280 and 320 horsepower. And it seems like there's a little bit, there are a few extra horses in there. because it still goes pretty hard. Finally, let's do a quick straight line run here. Then after, we'll go check out the customs, the upgrades. See if we can do something really cool with this car. You see, it still accelerates pretty well. A little 6-speed gearbox to go with it. And there's a nice little gauge animation inside. On the screen in the middle of the car, you can see the turbo boost rising, displaying, and updating in real time. It's pretty cool. I don't remember if it was like that in Horizon 5, but here, in Horizon 6, that's how it is. Honestly, it's cool to drive. Very pleasant. And in the end, actually, pretty fast. That's true as well. So what can we do to it? There will be body kits if we want. There's the Luck Kit. I wonder, isn't that the Fast and Furious 2 kit? The size of the exhaust at the back, damn. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got a little body kit. We have the option to swap in several pretty powerful engines, especially the engine from the GTR. So, the GTR 35. And we have several upgrades available for the car afterwards. I'm looking at the customizations now. The customizations, let's say, are a bit... Let's say they're a bit different. There's the little top secret kit. Luck spoiler. Top secret spoiler. You can also remove the spoiler if you want to make an R34, let's say, a really classic street version. We have the hood. Top secret hood as well, which is pretty nice. And the little top secret side skirt as well. I think I'll use the Luck Kit this time, because I honestly think it looks great. But we can't change the hood with my Luck Kits. We can just decide to put on a custom spoiler afterward. Maybe we can go with the top secret spoiler because it's adjustable actually. Listen to the sound it makes with the racing exhaust. Now, it really sounds more like Fast and Furious. There are quite a few backfires. I'm still going to check something on the stock setup. Indeed, we're running twin turbo, and with the twin turbo, we've got 758 horsepower. Except that in this game, sometimes with Japanese cars like this, putting on a big turbo gives you more power. So, let's take a look. And no, it's the same, 758. Except that, either way, we have a single turbo, or we have the twin turbo. Damn, it's not that powerful. Well, you know what I mean. 750 horsepower is huge. But in the end, compared to the potential of this real engine, well, it's not that huge. Let's go. We're going to test the R34 on a small track then. Because on the track we're on, it's not raining. So the road is dry and the grip conditions are a bit better. We're going to try to do the best we can. Even if, for now, we've been left behind a little by the AI. It's not a big deal. I think we'll manage to catch up. She still wants to go for it. She kind of wants to go for it. Maybe adjusting the differential settings would make a difference, but I didn't want to adjust it. I prefer to keep the car's basic behavior. So, we just went with a whoa, with a chassis upgrade and all, but... Well, on the other hand, damn. You can feel the power, huh? Even with four-wheel drive, you can feel that the car, under hard acceleration, kind of wants to slide a little. It kind of wants to push a little. Oh, how long the gearing is. That's what's impressive. With this engine, even with slightly long gearing, the engine doesn't run out of breath. It just keeps pulling. It keeps moving forward. No matter what happens. Whoa! I got us into a little trouble, but it's no big deal. We'll try to catch up a little bit. I think getting on the podium will be tough. We'll do the best we can. Now, on the straight with Supras ahead, they're going to be in a good spot. Because the Supras, man, in the game, they have almost 1,600 horsepower, that's right. So obviously, 1,600 horsepower, when you only have 700, even though 700 is a lot to compete with, it's still tough. I braked too much. We could have gone through way faster. Given how the car handles. It has good downforce with the little body kit we put on it, that kind of look. It still goes through the corner pretty fast. So, it was a very good car. Unfortunately, I didn't get a good start there. So, we'll catch up later. It's not good, but it's not a big deal. It's still a very good car. Well, 750 horsepower is good, but as we've seen, for some races it's a bit limited. So, we're going to swap it and put in the engine, I think. Ah, that's the engine from the Nissan R390. It's a V8 that comes from GT1 Racing. Well, I think that's it. But we're going to put in the V8 from the GTR instead, because we know that normally the V8 from the GTR is a thoroughbred. You can't really go wrong with it. The GTR V6 can't be crap. Alright, we're going to do a VMAX test with the GTR engine installed. Normally, it shouldn't be bad. I checked the tuning tab a bit and it's actually a lot faster than I thought. So, here we go. Just before that, let me remind you that if you enjoy this kind of video, you can show your support for my channel. You can like, you can subscribe. Reminder, you can get Horizon 6 for 30% off using my instant gaming link below this video. So, if you want to save money when buying your games while also giving a little support to my channel, that's really the best way. And also, just a reminder that I have Twitch as well, where you can come and watch the live streams. So, feel free to come and follow. And if you have your Prime available to support the channel, that's always appreciated. Alright, let's go for a quick top speed run with the GTR engine, which still makes almost 1,200 horsepower. You'll see that in the end, we can say it's one of the few normal cars in the game that can actually compete with real hypercars in terms of top speed. See, we're hitting 400. Honestly, it's not often that we hit 400 in Horizon 6 after all. So here, we're hitting 400. And normally, we should almost be able to hit 420. Maybe even a bit more if we're lucky with this long straight. 420. That's not bad though. So that's it, I'm ending this video here. I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye.